The United Nations recently recognized a Puerto Rican businesswoman as one of the most innovative women around the world for developing flour made from an unusual ingredient. Our Christian Ramos has the story.
We're so grateful for having been selected, and we feel a lot of responsibility in this award. Part of our mission and vision from day one was that we wanted to do this always in harmony with the planet. We have an agroforestry, an agroecological model. It's sustainable. We have 550 breadfruit trees on our farm. We were expats in 2016. That's when we decided to come back. And it was really challenging because we had secure jobs. My husband was a director in the musical industry, well known around the world. But we decided we wanted to come back and do something else in Puerto Rico, build up that economy right from the community. So in 2016, in November, we came back and we incorporated Amasai. We always thought we wanted to do something that brought nutrition, that was very good for people's health, for people's well-being.
All right, thanks, Christian. Well, meantime, Grenada has announced new measures regarding the burial of people who have died from COVID as the island continues to deal with an unprecedented number of daily deaths from the virus. According to officials, since August of 2021, the rate of infection has significantly increased, and community spread is so pervasive that no community in Grenada, Curacao, Martinique, or anywhere has been left untouched. So officials brainstormed several different guidelines to prevent further spread of the virus, stating the new measures will come into effect on Wednesday, and all burials from deaths due to the pandemic will be done within 72 hours from the time of the certification of the death.
Persons dying from the COVID-19 infection will not be embalmed. 3. Up to 2 persons would be allowed to view the body at the funeral home for identification purposes only. After the body is identified, the coffin or casket will be permanently sealed. 4. Graves will be dug to a depth no fewer than 6 feet. 5. Families have the option to cremate or to bury. 6. Accommodations will be made for religious bodies requiring special rites in the preparation of their bodies for burial. 7. Funerals will remain between the hours of 9 to 12 a.m. However, when there are more bodies to be buried in a given day that can be realistically done within these hours, funeral directors may seek special dispensation from the Royal Grenada Police Force to extend the time to no later than 2 p.m. And finally, funerals will take place only at the cemetery.
And switching gears, the FDA has now authorized a third dose of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine on Wednesday for emergency use in people ages 65 and older, as well as those 18 and older at high risk of exposure to COVID or severe illness. But recommendation from a CDC advisory group is still needed before booster shots can be administered. However, health experts say there's another vaccine people of all ages should be considering right now, the flu shot. Britt Conway has the latest on booster news and flu fears.
One dose, a second dose, and soon, for some, a third dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. Pfizer's booster just got the FDA's emergency use authorization, and today, a CDC panel will decide whether to recommend it. Then the CDC director signs off. The booster is targeted at people 65 and up, those at risk of severe disease, and people at risk because of their jobs, like healthcare workers, teachers, and grocery workers. The CDC is expected to fine-tune recommendations on how boosters should be given and talk about where we go from here.
I suspect what's going to happen is we'll continue to collect data on this cohort, 65 and over, and other people who are made eligible, and eventually the agency may walk down the authorization to younger age cohorts.
But there are still millions who haven't gotten their first shot. In the U.S. right now, on average, more than 2,000 people are dying from COVID-19 every day. And we're closing in on another threat, flu season, which kills about 12,000 up to 50,000 Americans every year. The American College of Emergency Physicians says there are early signs that the coming flu season could be severe. And with so many hospitals struggling already, health experts are recommending flu vaccines just in case.
But it's better to be prepared. And I think this is the part where humility really is a very important part of our science approach.
And the CDC data shows the current pace of COVID vaccinations is now the slowest that it's been since July. In the meantime, according to two U.S. officials, thousands of Haitian migrants in Del Rio are being released in the United States. They have been camped out in a small Texas border town for weeks. Now many have been released and have 60 days to appear at an immigration office. The officials say this is happening despite public statements from the Biden administration saying that those migrants would face immediate expulsion to Haiti. And despite efforts to expel Haitians on flights under pandemic-related authority that denies migrants an opportunity to seek asylum. Now it's not clear what the criteria is for deciding who is flown to Haiti and who is released into the United States.